Duration Angels.
Okay, I have a question for you. Is he running any Baneslayer Angels for main board, or is it just Lyra?
It's just Lyra.
That's bull. Why,
That's bull
why
because
are you
it
running,
buffs the resto too.
Why do you run the bad one though? You run 1 and 1. You just run one of each.
No, because both of them buff the restos.
Yeah, but now he's gonna get Stormbreath Dragon out of the game. What a shame.
If he gets Stormbreath Dragon out of the game, he deserves it from the Hardened Scales deck. To be honest with you. Devin gonna take a mulligan though. I really want to see Corey get just blown the shit out by a Cataclysmic Gear Hulk.
Man,
An instant speed Cataclysmic Gear Hulk.
See, I was saying you should just make your own Armageddon and just run just Lattice. You don't need that silly Karn stuff. You just play the Lattice and then just Cataclysmic Gear Hulk next turn and have them sack everything except for 1 land.
Hey, is there anybody still in chat with us? Or are we just talking to dead air? Probably a few people lurking. Turkey lurking. There's always the lurkers.
Looks like...
Ooh, look at that beautiful Serum Visions off that beautiful island. And he's playing Mismatched Islands, both from Unhinged set. I love this guy. Devin's my favorite. I like Corey a lot, too. He's one of the cooler modern players that comes up here. But Devin's next level dank.
Next level dank.
Next level dank. You should know dank MTG.
This is a pretty good start from Corey here.
Yeah, I don't care.
He plays a 1-mana play that should be a 1/1.
Until Devin's dead, I don't care what Corey's doing. Hey, what up, Dennis? I thought you were driving. He was just like, hey, my wife, please let them know I'm still here.
Oh, good.
I love you, Dennis. All right, we got an Ancient Stirrings that's taking 12 years to resolve.
Right. I think it's a Ravager in the front that I see, maybe. Yeah, it's a Ravager. I don't know what else he's looking at there. Does he take an animation module? Card seems pretty good in this matchup. We got to make a bunch of 1/1s. Yeah, it's not in play yet, buddy. There you go.
Again, I really don't care what Corey's doing. Field of Ruin, Mad Mana.
Well, the Mana Leak is going to be kind of brutal.
Yeah.
Because just whatever his first play is this turn, just getting Mana Leaked, which is probably going to be the animation module.
Corey's like, stop it. Stop everything. Ooh, look at that. The heads-up play. Did he just pass?
No.
It looked like it.
No, he should be attacking first at least.
Pardon me. Okay. I don't know. It looked like he was. Yeah.
It's game Mana.
Look at how fast he did it, too, with such conviction.
Yep. He's like, 1 mana? Yep, that's gone.
Goodbye.
Yep.
Well, he actually had 2 mana. There's a Mox Opal hanging out.
Yeah.
That's actually super relevant here.
Let's see. What else do I have in hand?
What is that? Is that a Thronogeth?
That looks like Stony Silence, but I know that's not it.
No, that's a Thronogeth.
That's a Thronogeth, yep.
That was the first, real standard deck I ever built, was, Blue-Black Proliferate back in Scars of Mirrodin standard.
That was well before I started playing. I don't know what well before.
Was that Baby Tiff? That seems real good in this matchup.
Baby Tiffany seems alright. You just down take it on the Arcbound worker.
Oh, he decides I'm not playing that land. I'm just going to play a different land.
I'm going to play Narset. Narset's just
Cheat count 1. We need to have a graphic on here for cheat counters. That's our next project for the Game Storm stream. Because we get a lot of cheats on stream. I know because I cheat a lot on stream.
Spell Snare is actually really good in this matchup. There's a lot of powerful 2-drops in Corey's deck that'll be able to counter.
But it's not going to counter anything this turn, which is very relevant.
Yeah, it'll let everything sneak under it.
It's a Walking Ballista off the top there for Corey. That's actually a pretty good draw here with this Thronogeth out.
Yeah, kind of the awkward thing here, too, is that now that Corey knows that it's there, he can just, outplay his, X-cost spells. So that way it doesn't get spell snared. So
yeah, he can definitely play around it. If he has any 2-drops in his hand, he would want to play him this turn.
Yeah.
Well, Devin has no blue. And then play something next turn that costs not 2.
Yep.
Because I'm pretty sure Devin next turn is just going to go Baby Tiff, bounce something, play a plane, leave up island.
Yep.
Then there it is, 2-drop Metallic Mimic. He could even just play a Ballista on 1 here if he wants to.
I think that's probably the right play here.
Yeah.
Just play Ballista on 1.
And then it comes in with an extra counter.
Yep.
And you could even just take down this Narset if you want to.
You don't need to. I think you hit it once and then you just shoot it once. Should I come in with an extra counter?
I thought so.
He's playing it for 0. Interesting.
Maybe he wants to attack with the Inkmoth Nexus or draw a card? Yeah, he wants to attack with the Nexus. Okay.
Interesting.
You know why? He's got this Throne of Geth out. This is a game plan against these really long decks, right?
Mm-hmm.
You get him for 1 Infect, and then over the course of a game, you... What's it called? You just get him over the... You know what I mean? You know what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm trying to say. You just infect him out. I was stumbling.
Now, this is kind of an awkward line here because he doesn't have like Lethal this turn, obviously. If he's hitting him, the problem is he has Field to run out right now. So he can just field the Inkmoth, and then you don't have to worry about poison damage.
No, he does, because the Throne of Geth can proliferate him out. That's what I'm saying.
True. You're right, but I don't know, because the problem is that you can just keep bouncing with Teferi or like with Cryptic. You can like bounce the Throne of Geth over and over again. So you can only proliferate it so many times.
I mean, every time it comes down, it can proliferate immediately.
Yeah.
Devin, like, that's a 7-turn clock. That's really hard to interact with unless you bounce and then Cryptic on the way back, which that requires a lot of mana. Like this extra Mox Opal, that's another poison counter.
That's the, I can't remember the name of that land. It's the Graft land, though. So when something comes with a counter, you can move it.
Yeah, I don't know what it's called. Having said this, Corey's still in an interesting spot because Devin has 4 lands. He still has 5 cards in hand. Still at 20 life, which is a lot of life. Mm-hmm. Now he's going to come in for some normal damage. He's going to swing in for 4. Really trying to play around Devin's mana as much as possible. You know what I mean? Taxing it as much. Gear Hulk? Yeah, man, he's got Cataclysmic Gear Hulks in his main deck. What his game plan is he wants to Restoration Angel the Cataclysmic Gear Hulk.
This is really interesting because he could always just like Field the Ruin that.
Yeah, in the main deck.
Yeah.
Float, activate itself, proliferate, put you to 4 Infect.
Yeah, 4 Infect.
So think about this. You have 1 Mox.
Put a counter on our set. Put a counter on our set.
Yeah. You have Mox Opal. You have another Mox Opal in hand. You have Darksteel Citadel, Metallic Mimic, and Walking Ballista. If you can sack each of those artifacts, that's enough for lethal.
Oh, yeah.
And Throne can sack itself also. Plus any other artifacts off the top. That's the point, is it's like, unless he answers the Throne, it's eventually going to kill him.
Oh, wow. That kind of got blown out with the Field Run then, because he sacked it in response, so he didn't get the search off field, right?
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah, that kind of sucks. Send him back a mana.
Devin did take some damage last turn. I'm not sure what he took.
I believe it should
What's
be
up,
5?
Scott Michael? What's up, Scott Michael?
That's Scott Michael or Michael Scott?
Scott Michael, clearly. Isn't that what he said? Robert! Hey. What up, guys? Coming in for 5 more damage here. What do we got? Mox Opal? No. Ooh, that's a good one. Ancient Stirrings.
I would Cryptic that. I think he has it in hand, doesn't he?
Shut up, Tom. No, you shut up, Frump. Idiot.
Doesn't Devin have Cryptic in hand? I thought he had it in hand before.
Yeah, you're not Crypticing Ancient Stirrings. You Cryptic whatever the good shit that he finds is. That good-ish.
I don't know.
Oh, another Throne of Geth?
Yeah.
That's brutal. I'll type as loud as I want. Are they just going to read whatever we write? Of course we are. Duh.
Yeah. The problem with this though is that like now he knows he has Cryptic in hand, so he just like this sits there, and he's like, okay, yeah, you can just waste your mana this turn. So he just didn't cast anything this turn. I'd rather be able to Cryptic.
Had to give you the ellipse and everything.
I hope he has the Gear Hulk this turn.
That'd be dope.
Gear Hulk.
Do it.
Please have it.
Straight up, dude.
No, I don't think so.
Sudo.
He could play 3 mana Teferi and and leave logic not up. Which actually, that's a way of dealing with the animation module.
Don't forget, random and excessive punctuation.
See, the thing is that if he casts Cryptic that last turn to counter the stirrings, he doesn't have animation module this turn, so then he can play Teferi, bounce the module.
Cool post. Thanks for sharing.
Logic not it on the way back down.
I'm glad that you're still talking about this matchup while we're just getting dank in chat.
See, this is why you're banned from Facebook.
Shut up.
Tapping the indestructible land for something. No, okay, I'm tapping.
What do we got? His hand is full of gas.
Ravager's actually just like actual lethal right now if Devin has nothing.
I want him to just sit here and infect him out slowly. That's really all I want.
It looks like it's going to be a tap your team and do something.
Bounce your throne, draw a card.
That's actually like very bad if he bounces throne here because he can just recast it and then proliferate again.
Yeah, I know. Getcha.
Yeah, he knew he had that from much earlier on in the game, but
he wants to resolve the throne more.
Yep, exactly.
Get him. In fact, yeah, see, Devin's like, bring it.
Yeah, the problem is he had to counter the
Lost to throne,
Ravager.
taking up the infect. Yep, that's how you win games, baby.
Gear Hulk up.
You hit him for like one poison. Yeah, please do it.
There's 5 fairy.
Yeah, that's 5 fairy. It's 9 fairy.
I mean, he has all 8 fairy in hand. he's got the full 8.
8 mana worth of fairy in hand. Let me tell you.
We're gonna lead on Narset, I guess. I mean, it can't grab Gear Hulk, which kind of sucks.
Tell Devin to get some matching land. No, I love that. I never play matching basics. I have a whole bunch of like different full arts in my standard decks.
Does he have double Narset? Dude,
a lot of them are white bordered.
This is broken. He has 2 Narsets out.
Judge.
That's not legal.
Look at this.
Dude, if I could do that in standard, I could just Elder Spell like double Narsets away.
No, you know what? Devin is such a legend that he gets to play 2 Narsets.
Dude, you gotta wait and draw step it. What's he doing? He's gonna kiss. Oh no, he might play Teferi.
Yeah, there we go.
He's like, yeah, that thing's gone, bro. You probably should just bounce the giant ballista right now. Like the ballista's just like.
You know what? It doesn't do anything though because you just tick it down 3 times, eat the walkers.
Yeah, but he's like actually dead
and then
next
you
turn.
sack it.
No, but but that's fine. But he's like actual dead next turn if he doesn't bounce it. Okay, he's actually just dead because he hits for 5, right?
He's bouncing one of the thrones, I think.
Yeah,
I don't know.
But he just hits for 5 and then shoots him 5 times. Can't he put another counter on it?
No.
If he draws a land, I guess. If he didn't sack land, he could. Oh, never mind. Now he has a counter.
No, he wants to infect him.
There's no point. He's dead.
I want to see it. Let it happen.
Don't shoot anything. Why would you shoot anything? Oh, God.
Good man.
Why? Oh, no, he did bounce it. I told you he bounced it. Yeah, he needed to in order not to die that turn.
Just infect him out, baby. Come on. One time. Drew a forest.
Great draw. Now you can ballista for 2. It's a hot draw.
Whoever keeps bumping this camera really needs to stop. I'm going to go out there and smack somebody in their head.
Ballista for 1.
And pass the turn. Better make sure you leave up the 2 mana.
Graft it.
So you can just graft it a million times? No, yeah, the construct. That's right.
Yep.
He's going to put him to 8 infect, and then he's going to untap and lethal him out. How's that feel?
Feels bad if he draws Cataclysmic or Hulk.
That would be the greatest thing I've ever seen. Baby Daddy Tough.
Just a 5 fairy. There's not even any. Well, okay, yeah, I guess you just play it. Not even any point. He's like, you're dead. See? I'm showing you. You're dead.
Yeah.
He goes, but Teferi.
But I could draw and I untap 2 lands.
But I have best card.
Tick down. Cool. Hit you one more time. You just sack it. There you go. Yeah, the only way to actually survive this turn is just tuck a throne. That's correct, Eric.
He's still dead in the crackback from just the ballista.
That's true also.
You dead.
Yep.
You
I told you it was going to get there.
He's at 8, in fact.
Yep.
Untapped.
You have 2 artifacts in
You
play?
dead.
Okay.
We got those sideboards.
All right, here we go. Didn't get to see any Cataclysmic Gear Hulks. Devin's like, where's my sideboard? 1 negate, 1 dispel, 1 disdainful stroke, 2 rest in peace, 1 timely reinforcements, 1 spell queller, 1 celestial purge, 1 lyra dawnbringer, 1 geist of saint trap, 2 ceremonious silence, 2 sodoni silence, or ceremonious rejection, pardon me, and 1 more cataclysmic Gear Hulk. So he's going to bring in the Gear Hulk for sure. I want to see him bring in the spell queller, the lyra, the timely reinforcements, the ceremonious rejections, the stony silences. He's got a whole lot for this matchup. Yeah, exactly, Eric. He's got a ton of stuff for this matchup.
Just slam all 15 cards in and go with 75. That's my bet.
You bring in everything that's not the Celestial Purge, the Rest in Pieces.
No, Rest in Pieces is great against the deck. It stops the module triggers.
Okay, you could bring in the Rest in Pieces too. That's right. Are you then the 2 counter spells you don't bring in?
Ceremonious rejection you bring in.
You don't bring in the Rest in Pieces, Eric?
Spell and stroke, you know.
So Corey's going to bring in 4 Nature's Claims, not bringing in Damping Spheres or Ensnaring Bridges. He's going to bring in this Karn, the Vivian. He knows the matchup, so he's probably bringing in this Dismember. And that's it.
Yeah, that's probably it. Because he knows Rest in Peace will most likely be coming in just to stop the module trigger, so he doesn't need to bring in any of the
He's bringing in Stony Silences, too.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely needs all the claims. What do we say for Devin? Probably just none of the 3 counter spells. Probably just Rest in Peace, maybe Timely.
You bring in the Spell Queller. Yeah. You don't bring in Celestial Purge. You bring in Lyra. You bring in the Ceremonious. You bring in the Stony Silence, and you bring in the Cataclysmic also. You have a ton of stuff for the match.
What do you think about Geist in this matchup? Just to kind of speed up the clock.
I don't like it because it just gets brick-walled.
Sure. Yeah, it just gets black.
Yeah, no Geist.
Yeah, I can definitely see that.
I think that Rest in Peace is like the last card you bring in.
Yeah, I think Rest in Peace. My thing with Rest in Peace is that it stops the very, very, very quick draws with just like 1 drop, like a bunch of spit out a bunch of artifacts, Ravager. And then
you have a bunch of cards that do that though already. Like Stony Silence does that. Ceremonious Rejection really does that. Spell Queller helps that a lot. So does Timely. Yeah. And you've got a lot of cards in your main deck. So you can bring in the Rest in Pieces if you have enough dead weight. But I think it's like the last card. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think there's most likely enough to get cut. Main deck. I think a lot of the counter spells aren't very good.
They did it again.
What'd they do?
They knocked the camera again.
Let's go out and fight them.
All right, I'll be back.
Alrighty, Tom's going out there right now. Oh God, this is gonna be a show. Well, Tom's gonna be banned from Facebook and GameStorm by the end of today, so this will be fun to watch. It'd be nice if we can get like a GoPro on him or something while this is going on. He's yelling at somebody. I can hear him in the background. All right, guys, we'll make sure to get the video uploaded to Live Leak for you guys of Tom just killing somebody outside of GameStorm.
They will never bump that rig again.
It just bumped again.
That's Devin. Devin, you know what? I'll be honest with you. Devin's stomach keeps hitting the table.
Oh, my God. That's so bad.
He's like, it's me, man. I can't help it.
Oh, good. Well, looks like they're done sideboarding now, getting ready for the next game. They'll probably take their sideboards down. There we go.
What do we got?
7.
We're going to need another draw like that from Corey to win this game.
I see Opt, Teferi,
Wrath of God.
Some Devin, so Devin's looking good.
Detention Sphere.
Yep. Let's see, what has Corey got in hand? I see Indestructible Land.
Draws a Throne of Geth.
Throne of Geth looks pretty good. What else do you have?
A bunch of cards that I can't see.
And an Inkmoth that came out of nowhere. That seems okay.
Opt into turn, going to scry to the bottom. Finds himself a card. Logic knots, precisely. Finds no land, though.
What? Oh, do you have a one-lander?
Yeah.
No, I thought I
but he's
saw
got
like
Ceremonious
3 lands.
Rejection and Path as 1 mana interaction.
It seems okay.
If he doesn't find a land next turn, he's going to lose.
Oh, yeah, it's like 100%.
Yeah. Sorry, Devin. I love you, and I really wanted to see the Cataclysmic Gear Hulk happen. But, like, you can't be keeping one landers, my brother. No, sir.
Yeah,
No, sir.
Yeah, no.
No.
Passing on that. Get out of here.
Yep, get it out. Knocks the deck. Finds a cast out.
He can cycle it.
Why, if that was a cast out, why didn't he cycle it?
Probably,
It looked like it, didn't it?
It was probably a Cataclysmic Gear Hulk.
Might have been. It's like the furthest thing from a land, if that's the case.
Tony.
Plays another land.
I think he has Logic Knot in hand, too. I think that's like 3rd card.
Yeah, there's a Logic Knot, a Jace, a Path to Exile, Detention Sphere.
I mean, like, really, he can afford to miss,
Fairy, Wrath of God.
He has a chance here still, because he just says okay to this and then just paths it. And then if you can untap with Logic Knot up, counter the next play, and then Detention Sphere is next thing, like, he's not super far behind. He still has a line to win.
How is he tapping that? Oh, does he have 3 artifacts? Yeah, he does. Okay.
Yeah.
Arcbound Ravager. Do you got to respond with a path?
Um,
Or you just let it go?
I think you might just path the...
Ravager.
I think you just path the Ballista now. I don't think it matters the order you do it in, because if you path before, he just shoots you 1. If you go to path now, then he just eats it, so it's going to be 1 damage anyways, and I think you'd rather just have him sack it and put it on the creature.
Or do you just path the Ravager?
I don't think you do, because then he can just sack a bunch of stuff to it and put counters on Ballista and have like a 3-turn clock. If he chooses to do that.
I mean,
let's see where this is pointed.
Devin's on so few lands, that's probably, if he points it at the Ballista, that's probably what he does anyway. You know what I mean? Because if Devin draws lands, Corey's going to lose. Because Devin's on nothing but gas.
Yep.
Either way, it's bad. Like, this Ravager presents a really interesting problem, and you can see that's what Devin's trying to contemplate here. He is going to go for the Ballista.
Yeah, and this puts him in a really hard spot, because you can either sack and put the counter on the Ravager or guarantee yourself 1 damage.
You put it on the Ravager.
Yeah, well, see, there's an argument not to. Okay, so he is going to grab the land. See, the problem is that if you just sack it and put the counter on the Ravager, and then he untaps and has another path for you, like,
That's
you get
fair.
literally nothing out of this turn.
I mean, you already have 4 lands in play, though.
That's why I see sacking it could be the better play, because you don't need any more lands here, and you get the 2/2, but it's close.
I think it's higher upside. You know what I mean? That is a cast out in his hand.
for sure. That's interesting.
I'm like 95% sure
Tap
that's a
the
cast
deck.
out.
Land got there. Is that a Stony?
That is a Stony.
That is huge.
Yeah,
That's
it
like
is.
super major. Yeah, that if he doesn't have Nature's Claim, like, that's how he gets out of this. He just needs to draw like any white or blue source, and he can just de-sphere the Ravager.
Yeah.
And then he's like really out of this game.
Ooh, Ancient Stirrings.
Yeah, Stirrings doesn't really do much though, because like what is he gonna find off of the Stirrings that's gonna get him out of here?
What did he just do?
Can't activate it.
Uh-oh. That's what you can do.
Whack.
Sacks to put a counter. Okay.
Yep.
2
yeah,
poison.
So that's just sack gain in life, right?
Yeah,
He has
sack
the counter
gain of
off
life.
modular.
Yeah.
Yep. Looks like he missed another land. It's Serum Visions? Okay, that's not horrible. He gets a redraw. I think he drew land, and then he sees 2 lands. That's not bad.
I don't think he drew a land. I'm not sure what that was, but I don't think it was a land.
So
No, it was a
card?
Snapcaster.
Oh, okay.
But he has 2 lands on top now.
Yeah, the problem is... Oh, I guess actually the Field Ruin does deal with the Inkmoth.
Yeah.
So I hope he put the untapped land first, even though I think it was land, and I believe the second one was Celestial Colonnade. But you know, you want to hit 4 on turn 4, but I think dealing with this Inkmoth is a much bigger problem. like dealing with it one turn earlier. She says, "Yeah, come on, hit me."
That's why I would have liked earlier to have Corey put that counter on the Arcbound Ravager. Devin would be at 6 infect here, and he'd kind of be forced to do this. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, he would have no other lines. Like, he's going to do it anyway, but, oh, man. See, being at 6 infect would be really big there. It's 2 turns off the clock.
Mm-hmm. Should feel... Oh, this is actually really good.
Yeah, it is.
He can snap path it, and then he still has the field for the second one. This is actually really
That's
big.
brutal.
Yeah, I guess he just lets it get path and grabs the land rather than sacking it because the life literally doesn't matter.
Yeah. I really like where Devin's at now.
Yeah, and he still has the D-Sphere in hand, too, for, like, any relevant card that Corey plays.
Yeah, I don't think there's any relevant cards left, though. Devin's just so far ahead now. I mean, he's got so much interaction at this point. Like, he can just sit here and wait to find his land drops.
Yeah. I hope he plays Lattice. Just lock everyone out of the game. And just end like that. Just Snapcaster can beat down, that's it.
What do we got? Is that another Inkmoth Nexus? That's big game.
Yep.
Corey over here playing his best impression of Infect. Artifact Infect. Another Stirrings.
He'll take 1 life for this one.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he'll be at 21.
All the way down to 20. I said all the way down to 20. Hocus pocus. Hey, look, it happened. Yeah.
What's interesting is didn't even attack with the Inkmoth.
It's weird.
He also didn't play the second one. Did he already play land for? He might actually. I think he played the canopy this turn, didn't he?
Maybe. I don't know. I really just don't care.
I mean, I think Devin probably just holds up Logic Knot. He can Knot for, what, 4 this turn? he can hold up Logic Knot or Field.
I mean, yeah, this game is, like, beyond over.
Is that a Mimic he drew?
Yeah, Metallic Mimic. Good old 2-mana, 2/1.
Yep. Well, activate. I just field it now.
Yep. Totally cool.
Yep, field it. He's gonna
sack it.
Yeah, so you don't get to search.
That's big. Strip mine mode.
Yeah, 2-minute strip mine, he gains a life. It's not bad.
And taps you out. What else we got? There we go.
Yeah, I don't really know how much the Mimic does here. Like, all the things he's going to want to put the counters on all have activated abilities that just get shut off. So it doesn't really add a lot of value.
Is that a land? Nope, it's a Narset.
Narset's not bad because you can just search up more lock pieces.
Narset's just not good in this position either, though. You just want lands. That's all you want. You just want to get to 5 lands to cast this Teferi.
Yep.
Let Teferi win you the game. I mean, yeah, you're going to play the Narset.
Yeah, he needs an answer to Inkmoth, though, too, so you can just find a path. Or...
look at that.
Wow, sick. Sick beats.
That sucks. Look, he's going to show us.
He's gonna show,
show Corey.
I found all my lands. They were right there. They were 1 card down. He just had all the cards in the wrong order. If he'd ripped the 4 lands off the top and then found Narset, he'd be solid.
Right?
Watch, now he's going to find a non-land, I bet. Now that he shipped 4 to the bottom.
And then he's going to search again and find 4 more lands.
I know.
Or 3 lands and, like, another Stony Silence.
Yeah, no, it's going to be 3 lands and Cataclysmic Gear Hulk.
Yeah, something he can't grab.
Even take
yeah. Nice Narset, bro. Ooh, there's a Nature's Claim.
Nature's Claim. You're dead.
Play a Forest. Or is that a Pendlehaven?
That is a Pendlehaven, I believe.
Yeah, you're right. Activate.
Pendlehaven.
Get you.
That is 2 infects.
That's bad. Corey's like, 2. Take it. I can hear him laughing out there. They're having a good old time. These guys are buddies.
Yeah, and he drew an opt. I mean, opt isn't horrible because you can always just like.
He's going to scry something to the bottom, find a Cataclysmic Gear Hulk that's uncastable. Yeah, there's another opt. He's going to put that on the bottom.
Yeah, you're literally just looking for like path.
Ooh, Island.
That's not bad. He should just minus his.
I think he has a Wrath of God in his hand too, which is honestly pretty bad.
Yeah, until he plays 3 minutes of Fairy and Wrath on his turn. Why did he not minus the Narset?
He hasn't done it yet.
He just passed.
Did he?
Yeah, why? There was no point. I don't know why he didn't. He should be looking for path. Because
yeah,
path,
he did pass. What the hell? Is that a Karn's Bastion?
Game over. That's it. Yeah, you can't logic not that one, unfortunately.
Proliferate, one of my favorite mechanics in Magic.
Pendle even it. This is why you should have nurse set it last turn.
Yeah, what? I don't understand that.
Is that an oust or a condemn?
Up to 8 infect.
Is that a?
What is that?
I don't know what that white card.
That's another Stony Silence.
Very strong here.
Oh, now we're doing it.
Now a minus. Yeah, that's kind of too late. See, last turn he could have shipped those cards away, and he would have found the Polluted Delta this turn.
Yeah, you would have had another Narset
to had one more draw
to find that path. Well, I mean, you still can.
Yeah, you can play Narset again this turn. Hope to find path.
I mean, even if he does though, Corey has another Ink Moth in his hand, and he's just gonna scoop it up.
Well, the problem is he can activate Karn's Bastion twice, and he's dead.
Yeah, that's true. That sucks. Yeah,